So in the previous class we had discussed about the animal tissue, that is epithelial tissue. So now we will discuss another type of animal tissue, that is connective tissue. And I had told you in the previous class also that blood is a type of connective tissue. Then you can answer it, why blood is a type of connective tissue? Because it connects the different parts, means it carries oxygen and food to all the parts, and it also carries the waste from the all parts from the body and carries them to liver and kidney for disposal. So anyhow it is connecting, blood is connecting all the parts with each other. That is why it is known as connective tissue. And the cells of connective tissue, these are loosely packed and embedded in an intercellular matrix. The matrix means it is a jelly like fluid, dense or rigid structure. So the nature of matrix differs in concordance with the function of particular connective tissue. So in the blood that has fluid matrix, that is called plasma, in which RBC, that means red blood cells, white blood cells, WBC and platelets are suspended. So the plasma here contains protein, salts and hormones. So the blood has fluid matrix, that is called plasma. Plasma contains protein, salt and hormones. And our blood, that is also having three types of cell, that is RBC, WBC, platelets. RBC is our red blood cells which contain hemoglobin, which mixed with the oxygen to form oxyhemoglobin, and it helps to transport oxygen to all the parts of the body. Then it also contains white blood cells, that is WBC, and it helps and protect the body against disease causing microorganisms. And platelets, it helps in clotting the blood. When we are falling down or getting injured, the bleeding is stopped after some time, that is because of the platelets. So our blood has three types of cells, RBC, WBC, platelets, and it also has a fluid matrix called plasma which contains protein, salts and hormones. So the blood flows and it transports gases, digested food, hormones and waste materials to different parts of the body. If we will see another connective tissue, then bone is another example of connective tissue. So bone is another example of connective tissue. It forms the framework that supports the body. It also anchors the muscles and supports the main organs of the body. So bone, it is very strong and non-flexible. Bones are very strong and non-flexible tissue. So bone cells are embedded in a hard matrix that is composed of calcium and phosphorus compound. So bones are strong because of the calcium. Calcium is required for the strong bone. That is why bone cells are embedded in a hard matrix that is composed of calcium and phosphorus compounds. So bones have hard matrix which is composed of calcium and phosphorus compounds, and two bones can be connected to each other by another type of connective tissue which is called ligament. So the ligament tissue is very elastic, it has considerable length. So ligament also contains very little matrix. So bone and bone can be connected together by ligament. Ligament connects two bones to each other. Similarly, like ligament, tendons connects muscles to bones. So ligament connects bones to bones and tendon connects muscles to bone. So the ligament is very elastic and considerable length. They are having a little matrix, but in case of tendons, they are fibrous tissue with great strength and limited flexibility. So tendons are having limited flexibility, but the ligaments are very elastic. If we will consider another type of connective tissue, then we can say that cartilage. Cartilage are also another type of connective tissue which has widely spaced cells. So the solid matrix is composed of proteins and sugars. So for cartilage, it is having a solid matrix which is composed of proteins and sugars. So cartilage matrix is composed of proteins and sugars. So the solid matrix, cartilage smoothens bone surfaces at joints and is also present in the nose, ear, trachea and larynx. So this cartilage is, you can see your nose and ear, these are very soft. So it smoothens, the cartilage smoothens the bone surface at joints. and normally found in the nose, ear, trachea and larynx. So we can fold the cartilage, you can fold your ear you can bend your nose, so we can fold the cartilage of the ears, but we cannot bend the bones in our arms. In our arms bone we cannot bend, so that is why these two tissues are different. So this is our nose or ear, these are made up of our cartilage which smoothens the bone surface, but bone is a connective tissue which is very hard, which is present in the arm. Cartilage is a type of bone tissue which smoothens the bone, so that is why these two are different. We can bend the ear but we cannot bend the bones in our arms. So another is areolar connective tissue that is found between the skin and muscles, and it allows the blood vessels and nerve cells and in the bone marrow. It fills the space inside the organ, supports internal organs and helps in the repair of tissue. So areolar connective tissue, it is found in between the skin and the muscles. Another tissue is there that is storing the fat. Fat is stored in our body, so the fat is also stored in the tissue that is called adipose tissue. So fat storing tissue is our adipose tissue that is found below the skin and between the internal organs. So storage of fat also let it act as an insulator. So our fat storing tissue is known as adipose tissue, and areolar connective tissue is found between the skin and the muscle. Areolar connective tissue is between the skin and muscles, and fat storing tissue is our adipose tissue. So in the next class we will discuss about the muscular tissue and nervous tissue. Till then you learn the epithelial tissue and connective tissue.